We are live. New Year's baton.
It takes a few seconds. We're letting the commercial get out of the way. That's
Your
something I
commercial
learned.
break.
We're almost back. Can you use that as a... Actually,
No, every time you mess up, I'm just going to be like, cut. So that's quite a
that's going to be the whole show.
Cut.
Good evening. You're past the commercial as I learned on the cruise.
Please pause for this commercial break.
That's right. Everyone said when I click on the video, it shows the commercial.
Oh, yeah.
So we
That
missed...
happens to me too.
Lito Tito was actually one. He said, just wait a few seconds. Good evening. Happy Sunday.
I don't miss anything in the first 5
Islanders.
seconds, except for you trying to dance or something.
I know. Usually singing.
Ooh.
Yep. Good evening, everyone. We hope that you're
Hello.
having a great
Hey,
Sunday
Jen.
evening. Amanda
Hey, Kayla.
is a little bit depressed. We'll get into that here in a
I
second.
do not sound depressed.
You sound great compared to what you've sounded the last couple of weeks.
I was losing my
The
voice.
voices.
The New Year's screaming. This was our baton New Year's. Ooh. Anyway, the
There's
New Year's
Chris.
screaming got to me.
That's right. Amanda's going back to work tomorrow.
Yeah.
Back to work for those school teachers. That's Mr. Rich Atkins. Thank you
Hey,
so
Rich.
much for that super chat. We appreciate it. Amanda is in charge of the stack. She's writing things down right now. Desiree, she's usually first.
He makes me
She
his
was first.
secretary.
Before we do that, look at all these.
That's pretty good.
It's snowing.
No.
Going in the trash can. Trash can. There you go, Amanda. If you want to swim in the
Rich.
fishbowl,
Oh,
Mr.
there's Jeremy.
Mr. Jeremy. Isn't it nice when you can put a face with a name?
It is, yeah. We
We're
cruised
so-
with Jeremy and
and
Jackie
Jackie.
like multiple times, and I never had a chance to talk to him because guess what I was doing?
The kiddos.
Yes, I was
Playing
taking care of
mama.
the kids.
Mama. Jeremy and Jackie were great to cruise with. Jeremy, thank you so much for that super chat and your support.
I think, hey, I've got an idea. Next time we cruise with Jeremy and Jackie with the kids, you and Jeremy are going to watch the kids for a night,
Let's do it.
and me and Jackie will
Just
go
make
out.
sure it's a 7-day cruise. Jeremy and I will watch the kids for one night. We'll do it. They're there 6 nights.
Oh no, that ain't how it works. I know my math, and that ain't how it
Megan
works.
Kennedy, it's great to see you on here tonight. Thank you so much for that super chat. We appreciate
Hey,
that
gotcha,
so much.
Megan.
Jeremy, thank you for that comment
Oh, the vlog has
regarding
been
the
great.
vlogs.
I watched the first one. It was great. I got to watch the second one. That's on my
You've
to-do
not
list.
seen the second one yet.
I've been a little busy.
The next one will probably be the best one.
Okay.
It's New Year's Eve. It's Paradise Beach.
Oh, yeah.
And just
That was the best day.
we
for
tried
sure.
to capture the feeling
Yeah.
on board. It was a feeling, really, like
Yeah.
a spiritual event almost. Mr. Rick Wade, rocking
Wade.
and rolling in Galveston. Rick, we're glad that you're here tonight. Thank you so much for that super chat as well. It means so
Thanks,
much
Rick.
to us. And Jen is here as well. Happy New
Jen,
Year.
let us
Miss
know she's
y'all.
here.
That's right, Jen. It's great to see you. Selena, I see that you're here as well.
Hey.
That's right. It's great to see you, Selena. We had a great cruise with
We
you. Hope
did.
that you're unpacked. I know you're already back
Oh,
to work.
Unpacked.
I know. Yeah,
the
we need
suitcases
to.
made it to the laundry room.
That's
That's
right.
a plus.
That's
Dito,
right.
Dito.
Mr. Steven Skinner, I see April here as well. Steven has been a recipient of some of these spectacular casino offers.
Oh, yeah.
Steven's booked like 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 or
Jim and
6.
Kimberly. See, I remember because I've been writing them down.
Exactly right, Stephen. Also
right.
from Arkansas. Mr. Lito Tito is in the house. It was great to cruise with old family and meeting new friends. It absolutely was. Lito Tito, we had a blast, and we hope that you and Michelle, Miss Usnavi, are settled in. Of
Getting
course,
those
you're
super chats.
back to work, of course. And Jeremy,
I wanna go
Jackie
back to
thinks
work
Amanda's
tomorrow.
idea is great. Looks like we are babysitting. We might need some lessons.
And Jackie and I will meet up at the roulette table.
That's right. Steven, 8 of them. Yep. Coach Cruz, who had the back-to-back, actually. And Coach has got his vlogs out there as well.
Oh, I missed Joe. There.
Joni is here. Joni, thank you so much for that
Joni.
super chat. Coach has got his vlogs. Coach, it was great to cruise with you. And I know you had a great second leg of that back-to-back. Joni, thank you. That's 7 days until the sunshine. Amanda, a little bit of trivia for you. If you don't get it
Okay.
right, you get a hit on the head.
Oh, I'm going to get right.
What do we like most about the sunshine?
Okay, that's not really trivia. That's like me just knowing you. Anyway, yes, what we liked most about the sunshine was
Microphone?
serenity.
Why?
It has the waterfall.
You don't get hit in the head. The 3-story waterfall at Serenity on the Sunshine. We enjoyed that. Joni, you're going to have a great time with that. Diana's here from Galveston. Tony G is here. I saw
Galveston.
Will G is here as well earlier in the show. Peggy Smith counting down to the Carnival Magic in 5
Nice.
days. Stephen Skinner's going on the Carnival Magic in
There you go.
March. Happy New Year to you all. And that leads me to this. Thank you
Is
so
it
much,
Stephen that's
Peggy.
going on the Glory like 100 times?
He's going on the Glory.
Like
Yep.
100 times.
First live of 2023. We have to tell all of you Happy New Year. We've done that in some way,
That is
shape, or
true.
form. But let me ask you this. What cruise, singular cruise, because we'll say all of them, what cruise are you looking forward to the most in 2023? Amanda, you
mine
go
kind of
first.
gets a tie. Okay, because I'm really looking forward to our group cruise. But that's kind of a long way away because that is over Christmas.
That's December. That's the
And
very end.
that feels too far away. So my next cruise I'm looking forward to is actually at the end of May. After school's over, I will be on a cruise ship.
That's
and
right.
it's an adult cruise.
And that's not very far away. When you think about May 28th.
That is true.
I mean, that is not far away at all. Deborah, thank you so much for that super chat. We appreciate that. I'll give a couple disclaimers here as we really get into the show. If you are new here, please say that you're new. We would love to welcome you here. So many of you watch. Yeah, you watch, but you don't always comment.
Yeah.
Comment on the questions. Get
All you gotta do is
engaged.
sign into YouTube and
That's right.
comment.
Bam. Right there. Boom, bang. The July 23rd Royal Caribbean President's Cruise. Are we going to be on that cruise, Rick, Amanda?
No.
July 23rd Royal Caribbean Allure of the Seas?
I mean, we've discussed it. We are not official yet.
We're not official.
We're not official.
But
we've discussed it.
Maybe. If you're new here, let us know. If you have not subscribed, please consider subscribing to this awesome community for her, not for me, for her. And like this video. There's 113 of us right now, and there are hundreds looking for something to watch. Like the video, and that action will put this video in front of others.
What's scary is that action will put this face in front of others.
That's crazy.
There's no thumbs down. Sorry.
It is. I see Frankie on here, Vicky, Diana. We're going to share the good and the bad from the breeze, and there were both, right? We tell it like it is. Yeah, we'll talk about that.
Hint, hint.
Yeah. Nicholas, Marie's graduation cruise in August, followed by the group cruise.
Nice.
The most looking forward to the Jubilee, Diana says.
Who else in here is on our Jubilee Christmas cruise? Let us know.
Jubilee in June of 2024. The breeze. We just booked, Becky, several people on the breeze for Texas spring break, March the 13th.
And we have some going.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. The joy out of Los Angeles, Mona says, first time on the live. Trey says, I love your channel. We appreciate that so very much. We hope you enjoy the content.
Lito Tito says he is not a newbie. He is an oldie.
He's a goodie.
Oh.
Oldie, but goodie. You missed that right there.
Oh, sorry. Did I forget that part?
Yes, of course. Jason, it's great to see you here tonight.
Hey,
looking forward to Ultra Cruise in May. We love those Ultra Cruises. The gifts are great. And obviously the group cruise. We are so excited for that group cruise.
Oh, yeah.
And we have more people looking to go.
I actually
today,
saw an email before I came up here. It's in the box.
Stacy Pugh. Stacy just got back, actually.
We're going to get back to you, Stacy.
I think it's from the Panorama.
Currently, this is what we're doing.
From the Panorama. Stacy's going. We have about 20 cabins booked. We continue to plan. We're excited about it. It's going to be so much fun. Jason, it's going to be a blast. It is. Dwayne is here. I met y'all briefly at Red Frog. Dwayne says,
I
spring
remember.
break.
And your wife came over.
That's exactly right. And I think they sent us an email.
I think, yes, they did.
It's been a crazy weekend. Spring break will be fun.
You never know who's responding on there. Is it me?
I know. If it's grammatically correct, it's probably me.
That's probably true.
Oh, I thought you were going to disagree.
No, that's fact.
Oh, my gosh.
That's fact.
Havana, that's a crazy story. Stephen was booked on the Vista next month, February 11th.
Partly remember this story.
He had a new offer. The casino said, that's only good for new bookings only. I said, no, we're not playing that game. We moved Stephen from an interior cabin on deck 2 to an interior Havana cabin.
Nice.
We gave him back $148. We gave him $200 on board credit. We gave him $200 on fun play.
Well, you robbed the casino and you're not even on board.
Hey, they owe me some money from what happened last week, okay? So I don't feel bad
you
at all.
I lost too much?
No, I didn't lose too much. Vloggers Cruise, Tina and Rick. The breakaway is coming up.
Not us.
Howie Cruise is going to be on there. We just spoke to Howie Cruise last night. Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, by the way, special announcement. We are going to be doing a 10.5-hour live tonight.
Is Z on here? He's probably asleep.
He probably is asleep. No, the Z show did a
Goodness.
10.5 hour live show.
Harbor House.
That's some good live stand-up. What's that up there?
Yep. You got that one. That's Jason.
Yeah, I got that one. Yeah.
And then
but sometimes when you click on stuff, it confuses me.
Mr. Frankie Floyd enjoyed the vlogs. It was great to put a face with Lito Tito and Fireball Steve. That was so much fun all week.
Yeah.
Because people they see my face, they see Amanda's face.
We do actually have friends named Lito Tito.
Well, it was funny because we'd get to talking. I'd say, well, here's Lito Tito. And they would say, oh my gosh. And I'd say, well, over there's Fireball Steve. There's Usnavi. There's head of security over there at the door. And it was so much fun to watch people interact and meet.
All the people we talk about.
Yeah. And then at the same time, I know a lot of you just buy usernames, right? And you would walk up and you would say, my name is so-and-so.
And I'm like, oh, I recognize that name.
Yeah, I know your name, and now I know your face. And so it was such a blast, Frankie, it was. And I'm glad you're enjoying those vlogs. I see Coach did answer that question on Ultra Cruises. It is a casino promotion, and they are very good promotions. If you get one, take it. Take it. Yep. Kevin going on the Allure. April 9th is his birthday.
Nice.
And anniversary as well, 20-year anniversary.
Happy anniversary.
We've been looking at that Allure like
crazy.
3 times a day.
He looked at pictures the other day.
I'm like, hey, Gary, I see you on here as well. And anyone on the horizon, Coach is on there. Yep. April Fool's Day. He's not fooling you. He is on there.
Oh, there you go.
He is. Danny is here. I see Kevin, Mr. Tex is on here as well. Facebook users, remember, we do stream to Facebook. We can't see your name. So when you say hello, if you want to tell us your name, you can. If you want to hop over to YouTube, you can.
Steven Skinner.
Mr. Steven Skinner. Thank you so much for that, Steven.
Hey. Steven, he was on the phone with Carnival for over an hour the other day.
It was 2, but we got it taken care of.
Steven, he just locked himself away.
I did. I was in the bedroom.
Like,
Amanda texted me and said, did you leave? Steven, thank you so much for that super sticker. We appreciate it. And some of you I wanted to mention as well, you asked what are super chats. You support us in so many ways. You watch our content every single day. You like it. You comment. You share it with others. Super chatting is something that you can do live. If you appreciate the channel, if you appreciate the content, you can swim in the fishbowl if you want to for the hour.
You'll swim for the hour.
That's right.
Then we'll draw one.
Right there. We'll draw a name at the end of the hour. You'll win some Island Time merch, whatever you want to choose from our spread shop. You choose it. You send me your address. I buy it and mail it to you. Yep. Mr. I see it's jumping around, isn't it? I see. Sorry. I saw Amber.
Oh,
I've
Amber.
been thinking about Amber and
are you on the ship right now, Amber?
Yeah. She's not on the ship, but my goodness, what a story she has to tell.
She did have a good drive. Wow. Long drive. Well, she was caught in the Southwest dilemma with her flight being canceled, and she had to drive all the way to Miami.
Yeah, but had a great cruise. I saw pictures of it. Yeah. It looked like an absolute blast. It did. Jason's on here. Jason, it's great to see you.
Hey.
And Justin Rowan is on here as well. Excited to cruise back to Cozumel.
I was booking Justin's cabin and his and Jessica's mom's cabin.
That's right. That's going to be so
much
much
fun. I got y'all side by side.
It is going to be a ton of fun as we have a visitor up here. Mr. Jax is here.
Jax is up.
Yep. Let's see what else we've got. Adventure of the Seas, April the 3rd. South Coast Cruise here from Texas. Let's talk about the breeze. Let's
talk about it. Oh, let's talk. Okay, what was the best thing first? You got to always start positive.
Well, I started the good. Carnival Breeze, the good.
The good.
It was good to be back on a cruise for the second time in 2 months. Thanksgiving and New Year's. What else is the good? You may ask. It's back there too. Yeah. The good, the best of it all. Friends and family, right? Friends and family always make the trip. They really do. We had an absolute blast. We ended up being like 14 people.
Oh, yeah.
Friends and family that we booked with, family that make the trip, and we had an absolute blast with all of them.
Oh, yeah, it was good.
Good time. I don't know how many different states, 5 or 6 different states.
Yeah. Kentucky, Oklahoma,
Louisiana, Arkansas, Chicago, Kansas.
Yeah.
That's
Oklahoma
5.
Yeah,
and there was maybe more, but had an absolute blast.
Yep.
We'll get back to that question here in a second. New Year's Eve. Was good.
It was.
Part of the good.
Well, it started off with Paradise Beach, so that was nice.
Oh, I had a blast there.
Yeah. That's our new favorite, Mr. Sancho's. Sorry, you're out.
We like Mr. Sancho,
I do,
so we would go
but-
back. We would go back.
It's just got a little packed.
A little busy.
It's more of a
Little
party
busy.
scene and less of a relaxing scene.
Although, if you still want to party at Paradise, you can. You
That's
can
true.
absolutely party
Drinks
there.
are included.
Drinks are flowing, music's popping, the pool's there. It's like 3 times bigger. But New Year's, off the ship in Cozumel, of course, they always treat you well, but they really, really treat us well. We did something that a lot of you said that I would never do, right?
That's right. I keep forgetting that
Mr.
was that
Will
day.
G.
I'm telling you, that day felt so long, which obviously we stayed up late. But anyway, so yes, parasailing, Lido Tito says.
It is credit to this one.
Okay.
It's big credit to Lido
Listen,
Tito and Usnavi.
Yeah. If Mike hadn't
They were like,
really pushed,
we're booking it.
Yeah.
And you're going.
Well, he claims that he was not scared to parasail. He just wasn't interested. It didn't excite
It didn't.
him.
I said we could parasail if we want to or not. I don't care either way. And she's like, you're scared.
Oh, he was scared. Okay, so we get on there with another couple, Mike and Michelle, and then it's us. Mike and Michelle decide they're going first. Well, really, the worker decided.
Yeah, he started strapping them up quick. So they go first and have a blast, of course. And then we're up next. And it was fun.
Okay, yeah. But no, you got to tell what happened, okay? So that guy gets Mike and Michelle up there, and he's like, click, click, click. And boom! The driver takes off without even looking back to make sure they're clipped up. And they just zoom off the platform.
Yep.
And that's when I look at myself like, we made a mistake. We need to go back.
It just
I
picked
want
him
a
up.
refund.
Yeah.
I want a refund.
Like, can you check and make sure the straps are buckled
I
first?
could swim back to shore. I'm a good swimmer. I got that.
Really?
Anyway, but we went, and it was great.
As Amanda's got to deal with Jax. And then it was our turn. We had an absolute blast. The only thing I wish I could change, Amanda the whole time was talking about, we need a backup plan. If this rope breaks, what are we going to do? How are we going to pull this chute back and forth? I'm like, Amanda, don't talk about that. We don't need to talk about that.
You should always have an emergency backup plan. Hey,
And
Fireball.
she's trying to create it as we're up in the air.
Well,
I thought it was going to be
if
romantic.
the rope breaks, you need to grab a hold and take control of the parachute.
And she's
That
dead,
is a very
she's
reasonable
dead serious. She's dead
thing.
serious.
Oh, yeah, I'm dead serious.
Do you hear the rope creaking and cracking?
It was crackling. Just saying.
I mean, don't talk about it. Talk about how much you
How
love
much
me.
I love you. Oh, it's so nice being up here in the air with you, baby.
My love is deeper than the
No.
ocean. Little George Strait.
Anyway,
Fireball
but-
Steve.
In the end, we are fans of parasailing.
We had a blast.
We had a good time.
And I must say, I have to thank you, Lido Tito, Usnavi, and all of you who for a year plus, it's sad to say, have said, Derek, go do it. Derek, you live one time, go do it. So
But
now,
we need a baby.
so now I am.
But guys, he
I'm throwing it at you.
wasn't scared. He just wasn't interested.
just
wasn't
not,
interested. Yeah.
whatever, Go do it. Go do it. Absolutely.
It was a good time.
Dwayne, it's great to see you here. And we had a couple questions. If I scroll up a little bit, Norma's got a question. Derek, do you have to pay to get off the ship at Half Moon Key? And can you tell us what kind of what it's like? You do not have to pay to get off the ship. It is a tender port. Carnival's private island. It's a short 5 or 6 minute ride. The beach is
nice.
The beach is one of the prettiest you're going to see.
It was very pretty. But when we went, they didn't have the water on. The water somehow was messed up.
No ice.
No ice, yeah. So it wasn't perfect, but it was a very nice beach. And we had our own little spot in the sand.
That's right.
So we were good.
That's right. Make sure if there are cabanas available, there's not much shade.
There's not a lot of shade.
Pay for the cabana. It's like $30. You get 2 chairs, but you get shade because it's hot. It is hot.
Get those cabanas early because they will sell out.
But the food is free.
That's true. And the food was
the
good.
drinks, tea, water, lemonade is free. Alcoholic drinks you pay for. Cheers does not work on Half Moon Key, Royal Caribbean, and their private islands. Their drink packages do work. Carnival does not work. So you can still buy your alcohol.
But they use Carnival workers on the island, by the way.
Yes, and if you pay for your drink in Half Moon Key, it counts as one of your 15.
Ooh.
But you still pay for it.
How'd that work?
It's the policy.
Well, somebody needs to be writing some John Hill around here.
No, don't send John our way now. He'll kick us off the air. John, we love you.
You do. But
We
a
do.
lot of people go there to complain. Just saying.
We do. We love old John. And absolutely. we have taken over so many bookings the last 40 days. We'll talk about that.
Yeah.
Donovan, absolutely.
This morning I did tell Derek, I was like, hey, we got all caught up last night on the travel agency stuff. So we relaxed, took a little break, had some friends over.
Wow, I hadn't heard about that.
Popped the email up.
Randy Travis, sorry, Arkin Frog, you're right about that. Danny talked about a swarm of fish being bit by fish by Sancho's. I've not seen that or heard of that. There's Bruce with Ocean to Ocean. Bruce, it's great to see you here tonight.
Hey,
Amanda,
Bruce.
you've got, let's see. You got Mr.
Fireball in there,
Frankie
and I got
Floyd,
Frankie.
5 more days. We're excited
Frankie.
about that. Let's finish up our breeze review here.
Oh.
I'm talking about New Year's Eve on the ship.
Oh, the deck was packed.
Well, just
before that.
the Roaring 20s event.
That's
Hats
true.
off
We
to
did
Lido
participate
Tito.
in that.
How cool was that? Well over 100 people
Oh, yeah.
dressed up like the 20s. And if you thought Elegant Night was dressed up,
Yeah.
It's nice to see people dressed up. They take pictures
Yeah.
and that families.
We did.
This
we did
was
some
like,
pictures.
I know, but this was like top notch. I mean, people looked great.
They did.
They did.
They did.
And we dressed up too.
We did. You even wore a jacket.
I wore a jacket for a little while.
Normally, this is his dress up for
This is it. This is it.
the dinner.
But it was great to see the people on board. Live entertainment was awesome. The menu.
Oh, yeah.
The menu was great.
The menu
They
was a
had
little different. They had some special
Yep.
items. I think they had that. Was that the night of the alligator?
I don't know.
They
I know
all run
they had a
together.
ribeye steak. It was good. But then everyone going up to Lido Deck at 11:30. I wish they would have shown Dick Clark's Rockin' New Year's Eve.
That would have been
They
cool.
used to do
That
that.
would have been cool.
I don't know if it's
They probably have to pay for it, that kind of thing.
that's what I thought. But they had the big countdown. Of course, we had 100 of these taken up in our luggage.
Yeah, we packed 100 of those in our luggage.
We did.
They look small, but when there's 100,
They're
it's a
good.
lot.
We had some friends helped us put the stickers on there.
Oh, yeah.
But
friends.
welcoming in, we count down, it hit 0. The horn goes off. Wah.
Yours was better.
That's right. The captain gives us a toast. And then, of course, you get a sweet little kiss from your love. It was
Why did you kiss that other girl?
I didn't know which way to turn.
Oh, okay.
but
Just kidding.
But we had an absolute blast. It's part of what made the good for sure. I had to share this too because last time we
that's true.
had the steakhouse, it was not so good.
Yeah, it was
It's a
great.
3-hour experience. This time,
It was cut down to 2.5 hours.
yeah. This time it was good. It was a little over 2 hours, but some of that was by design. We were in no hurry. We thoroughly enjoyed the steakhouse this time. The food was great. The menu, of course, we know it's been suppressed some, but the menu was great. It really was. Sherry, it's great to see you. William is here as well. It's great to see William. And I saw someone else. I was going to. It's Usnavi. Yep. 20s was a blast. Will G, you look great too. You were dressed up. It was great to have you on board. Steakhouse was great. We had a large group too. That's part of what took the 2+
That is true.
hours.
We did have a big group.
We had like 10, right?
Yeah, but I didn't feel like it was like
was quite
slow. Like
No, it was great.
First getting the food out was a little slow, but it was good.
It was good. The bad. Are you ready for the bad?
Smells pretty bad around here.
We had one night when we returned to our cabin around midnight. We opened the door and you had the odor, right? The odor that sometimes you catch.
Yeah, as you're
Man.
walking across the ship, every once in a while you get a little whiff and you're like, ugh.
Yep.
Well, that was our whole room.
Yep.
So,
But then when you opened up the bathroom door, it was like, whoa. It was the
Yeah.
drains or whatever. So
they did end up the next day. They changed out the drain
literally
and
changed the drain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
literally took it out and put it in
Yeah.
again.
And they made it right.
They did.
We didn't complain too much. We just wanted
I
to,
complained a little bit.
we wanted the problem solved.
Yeah.
And it was and they actually sent you to the spa to get a
That's right.
Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna have to take the kids
Yep.
downstairs. I've given up.
Minnie's gonna pick him up and take him downstairs. We'll complete things. Maybe he'll go to
Here.
sleep. The last thing that I had to mention, and I hate to do it, but we've cruised many times and we've said this over and over. The C-Day brunch menu, it's changed over time, but just the quality and that special experience that you used to have is just not there. I don't want to say anymore, but it's not. Of course, I tried steak and eggs again. The steak used to be filet, right? You remember it was filet and eggs. It was a great experience. You get your eggs scrambled or over medium or omelet, whatever you wanted. But now the steak is it's been bumped down several times. Now it even comes with gravy. I don't need gravy for my steak, but it does. It was one of the bad experiences that we shared. Of course, we went both days, but it's just not as good as it once was. If you have cruised recently, share your responses and your thoughts on C-Day brunch. Do you think it's the same? Do you think kind of it's lost its hit that it once had? And Rebecca's jumping up and down. Let's get caught up here. Steakhouse, as Steve said, was amazing. Lido Tito, same thing. It was amazing. My husband hates that there's no lobster night on less than 7 nights. I know both of these cruises that we were on the last 30 days have been 5-night cruises, but no lobster unless you order from the steakhouse menu in the main dining room or go to the steakhouse. You're exactly right. No lobster at all. Rick, I appreciate that very much. Hit that like button. We appreciate that so much. We're going to play a game here in just a second, get this thing going as we're almost halfway through the show. Yes, the bad Will G. I'm glad you reminded me about that. Anyone who even went to guest services and just said, I'm having issues with the app, they refunded you, no questions asked. The app was just not working. I mean, the chat function on the app, it's $5, right? $5, but do you get what you pay for or not? In this case, we did not. I don't know what was up with the chat on the app and, of course, the internet overall. I had the premium package, which now runs $100 on a 5-day cruise if you purchase it on board. I did wait to purchase it on board this time because I told everyone I'm not going live. I'm not going to do it. I'm going to create vlogs instead. Of course, I got on board. I wanted to share the experience with you, so I purchased it on board. But I remember trying to post 5 pictures to Facebook. You create the status, you put the pictures on there, and it would take 30, 40, 50 minutes to post if it posted at all. And I'm thinking, really, this is the premium internet? You call this the premium, the top of the top? I don't get it. But again, I didn't complain. We just went on about it. It was fun. Let's see what we've got. Kevin says, hey there, Derek, I need some help on doing this when we get off at ports on the trip. Kevin, you let us know what you need help with, and we'll help you with that. Lark and Frog, I heard about the odor night. Y'all did love, right? Yeah. The odor night, Amanda was upset. I'd never seen her that upset before. She went to guest services 3 different times. The thing that I was upset about the most with that night is the guest service manager of the entire ship. They woke him up, which I don't know. They didn't have to wake the guy up. I don't know why they chose to do that, but they did. And he came in the room and he said, your room is fine. Your room is fine. There's nothing wrong with your room. And that it's after like 2 other people who had been in here and were like, we need to get you guys somewhere else for the night. They gave us an extra cabin to sleep in on deck 12. And then they come sanitize the room. And the guy right when he walked in, he was like, aye. And the guest service manager was standing there. I said, why did he say that? If it doesn't smell in here, why did he say that? And so I was kind of upset that they didn't really, that guy at least, didn't really take our concern to heart. But everything was made right. Everything was made right. They gave Amanda $150 spa credit. She got a massage with that. They sent us, I think, chocolate-covered strawberries, which I thought was interesting. I told Amanda the chocolate-covered strawberries. But they made it right. But it's part of it, right? You always tell the truth and what's going on. Before I go any further, I have to highlight this right here. Mr. Carnival Cruise Line, Miami Blog, Eric and Jacqueline. We had a conversation earlier this evening. It was so great to speak to you both. Guys, I know some of you follow. Let's test this. Do you guys ever get on or post? Have you liked the page? Carnival Cruise Line Miami Blog. You ever seen that group on Facebook? Carnival Cruise Line Miami Blog. If so, let us know. Have you ever seen the page Cruising with Carnival on Facebook? Both of them well over 100,000 followers. A lot of people don't know that. And this man, Eric, he runs these 2 groups and 58 others. He's all over Facebook. He makes sure that we have communities that are responsible communities that you can ask questions, answer questions. And Carnival Cruise Line Miami Blog has been a supporter literally since day one of Island Time. If you don't follow Carnival Cruise Line Miami blog on Facebook, you absolutely need to. And also Cruising with Carnival, and there are all kinds of other pages. We're going to start collaborating together and growing each other's communities. Eric has been so much help over the years, and we're thankful that we're taking this next step. It was great to talk to you guys tonight. We have a question here regarding the Vloggers Cruise at the end of January. We had hoped to be on that cruise, but with Amanda and her school teaching duties, we're not going to be on that cruise. Hopefully next year we will be on that cruise. I'd have to go by myself, which is not a huge deal, but we've taken 2 cruises the last 30 days, and so we've got to catch up on work here. So we're going to be watching this time, although I would love to be on there. It's going to be hard to miss that one. The Breeze in 60 days is going to be a blast. Go to the steakhouse. You'll absolutely love it. Yeah. Lito Tito agrees about C-Day brunch. It's just one of those things. It is. Mr. Jeremy Kraft, we appreciate you. And Jeremy, we do have to reach out. Jeremy, of course, and Jackie are looking to book more cruises. Jeremy, I've got you down here. Swimming in the fishbowl. Appreciate that so much. Kathy, we are back. We're thankful for that. So yes, Kathy, we did get a hold of Southwest Airlines. We've got our 25,000 points each. If you were affected for during Southwest Airlines meltdown is what people are calling it. But the long strand of canceled flights, be sure you check your email. We had 2 codes for 25,000 points. We've not heard anything yet about reimbursements. We're not asking for a lot there, but the rental truck that we had and a couple other things, we'll see what they say. But absolutely, if you were impacted by Southwest and those cancellations, make sure that you check and see, and you get what's deserved to you. Oh, yeah. Yogurt parfait, the 12-hour French toast. It's hard to beat right there. Yep. Jen, C-Day brunch on the Vista in November wasn't the best. One morning, it took over 2 hours. That's too long, Jen. We know it is. It is. But hopefully they make some changes, right? We know that there's had to be changes made, and all we can do is vocalize our experience on the survey. Let them know it's not what it used to be, and hopefully they make that change as well. Jason, thank you so much for that super chat. We appreciate that. I've got you in the drawing here, in the fishbowl. Bada bing, bada boom. Thank you so much for that support. We're going to play a game here in just a second called Before or After, but I got to catch up here, Mr. Rick Wade. And Rick, I saw your text today. I've been behind all day. Galveston Port Director had a great call last week about all the changes to the port. It's going to be a great year in Galveston and for the cruise industry overall. It really is. Let's see. Mr. Will G. Thanks for helping with October Dream booking and getting my Jubilee TA comp supplied. You are welcome. We've had so much of that action. So many people were impacted because the Carnival Jubilee is delayed. The 25% future cruise credit, the $200 of onboard credit if you rebook by February the 10th of this year. It takes some work. It takes phone calls and holds, but Will G, it's all worth it. Will, I've got you here in the fishbowl. It was great to book that cruise for you. I've got you here. You're going swimming. I consider you a great friend, and I value our friendship. I do. Bachelor party, would the Carnival Breeze ship activities, excursions, and more be a good option? Welcome homes. I think it would. A bachelor trip is usually is shorter, so I would recommend a shorter cruise. The Breeze takes 4- and 5-day cruises out of Galveston. The 4-day cruises go to Cozumel and back. It's more of a long weekend. They're Thursdays through Mondays. The 5 days go to Cozumel and Progreso, or Cozumel and Costa Maya, Mexico. But it would be a great bachelor trip weekend. You'd have a great experience. If you need some help on that, let me know. Of course, Carnival offers great discounts for groups. Okay, if you're booking one of the 8 cabins, we can help you with that. You'll get some discounts. Wild Texas Cowgirl Travel, no question. Just wanted to say hello. Love what you do. I appreciate that so much. I really do. The feedback that we receive daily is what keeps us going, right? I asked myself early on, and sometimes I still do people care? Do people care? And that answer, it's yes. Whatever you do, and I know there's things that all of us are interested in, and you wonder sometimes, does anyone care? That answer is yes. It is always yes. I appreciate that super chat so much and those positive words. Thank you so much. Got you in the fishbowl swimming. Ooh, that's what I need right there. I had thought about that, Amber. Lobster Benedict, $12. That's not bad, right? You're going to spend $12 if you go to McDonald's, just about. My cousin transferred her bookings to you guys today. What is the benefit of transferring already booked cruises? I know I'll use you for new bookings. Dwayne, that's a great question. We get that question sometimes. And I'll tell you this. You may already have a cruise booked, and cruise lines are different. Carnival will let you transfer cruises up to 90 days after you book them. Royal Caribbean, it's 30 days. And Princess and others, it's all different kinds of things. But what we can do is your question. Here's what we can do. Number one, if you booked under a rate that is protected by price protection, that meaning if your rate goes down, then you get that money back. We will check your rates once per week at least to make sure they don't go down. If they do, we'll get you your money back. If you contact us and say, hey, I see the price went down, we'll stop what we're doing. We'll get that back for you. We'll also fight for upgrades. Upgrades don't always happen. A lot of people think that, they just come naturally. They don't always happen. But we have friends that are cruising this week on the Mardi Gras. Matt is cruising this week on the Mardi Gras. We were able to get him upgraded to a suite. He paid $300 to be moved to a suite. We try for upgrades when they make sense, but they don't always happen. We're also here to help you with where to stay in your hotel before your cruise. What's a good hotel to stay in? Maybe what hotel has free shuttles or a shuttle that you have to pay a nominal fee? Where can you leave your car? Should you leave it at the hotel or should you park it somewhere near the port? We'll also help with excursions. Amanda and I have cruised all over the Caribbean, the Bahamas, and not that I can tell you the perfect excursion for you, but you could say, hey, what should we do in Nassau? And I'll tell you what I've done and what we liked, what we didn't like, and what other people do as well. So on top of that, you don't pay us anything. You've already paid for your cruise. So if you transfer it to us, you don't pay us anything, but you literally get us access via email, Facebook. You get my cell phone number. If you need to make a change, you call me. We take care of you, and you've already paid. You pay us nothing. So that's just a few things that makes it worth transferring your cruise to us. Yep. Trina's here. Sorry, Trina, it took so long to get to you. We got a lot of people in here tonight. The chat's going. Trina, I won't do steakhouse anymore. They took art. Yes, they did. Art at the table is off the menu. And the price twice, right? Trina, thank you for that super chat. One thing that we have tried, and the Breeze did not have this, but the teppanyaki. We really enjoy the teppanyaki on the horizon. And so if you're looking for a specialty restaurant and you're cruising with Carnival, make sure you try the teppanyaki. You might like it. And you are in the fishbowl for the rest of the hour. Let's see. Going the Breeze in April Steakhouse, still worth it. We just ate there a few days ago, and it was the best steakhouse experience we had in 2 years. I'll share that. Food was great. The menu is different. Yes, it took over 2 hours, but it was great. Zoma, it's great to see you here. I hope you had a great cruise, of course, out of Miami. I know that you have more cruises booked. I'm glad that you're here. It's great to see you here tonight. C-Day Brunch seems to always be very slow. Yeah, I know it is, but it's one of the most popular meals the entire cruise, and so many people go to it. Yeah, it's very slow anymore, and mistakes. Yes, maybe they forget something that you ordered. I know what you mean. Jody, it's great to see you. Thank you so much for that super chat. We appreciate that. I still got to get my gifts, even though I don't need more of them, Usnavi said. We had some duck hunters on our cruise, Usnavi and Christy, and Steve would find ducks, not even trying to find them. Jody, I've got you right here. Jody Purdue, thank you so much for that super chat. And Zoma as well. Zoma, thank you for that super chat. You're going to go swimming with a chance maybe to win some Island Time swag at the end of the hour. Thank you, Zoma, for that. I got you down. And swimming in that fishbowl. Carnival Jubilee was the first cruise I took in 2000, Mona says. Thinking about booking on the new Jubilee for nostalgia. Yes, Mona, you need to. Come on our group cruise. Well, of course, we have our group cruise December the 23rd of this year. It's going to be fun. We have almost 20 cabins. 20 cabins booked. We're excited about that. And we have all kinds of events planned. It's almost sold out. Very, very close to being sold out. What hotel do we use in Galveston? That's a good question. It really is. We use several. We like to stay at Harbor House, though. It's a little boutique hotel. If you look at the first episode of my vlog, I include a lot of content on Harbor House. We enjoy it because once you get there, vacation has started. There's no need for an Uber driver. Willie G's is across the walkway. The Strand is across the street. Bars and good places to eat are right across the street. You wake up, you can take the shuttle if you want to, or you can walk the 180 yards. It's a 6-minute walk from Harbor House to Terminal 1. If you're in Terminal 2, it's a little bit further, not bad. If you're sailing Royal Caribbean out of the new terminal, you cannot walk there. It's about a mile away. I guess you could, but you don't want to. But Harbor House is who we use, but there's so many on Seawall Boulevard that include free shuttle to the port, that include the ability to leave your car there. But we always use or try to use Harbor House. We have done the hotel parking in Baltimore, the free shuttle. It was great. When we returned, we got picked up in less than 10 minutes, David. That is a great tip right there. Usually the port parking, you can't go wrong with it. Port parking is usually secure. It's usually fenced in. There's good lighting. There's usually cameras. It's the way to go. It really is. Hey, Rose. Kathy, it's great to see you. We'll miss you on the Vloggers Cruise. I know we want to be there and hope to be able to cruise with you and Amanda sometime. I'll wear my Allentown t-shirt to represent Kathy. Thank you so much. We wanted to go. Never thought we could because of Amanda's schedule. I've got you in the fishbowl, but hopefully next Vloggers Cruise we can make it on there. Some of our greatest friends are going to be there, of course, and some awesome minds, some creative minds, some minds that I need to learn something from. It's going to be an awesome cruise. We can't wait to see what all happens on the cruise. It's going to be fun. 2024 group cruise, Frankie, we are close to announcing a 2024 group cruise. There will be, and I'm thinking, should I share this yet? There will be a group cruise in March of 2024. We'll see what the summer looks like as well, but we're getting our schedules worked out and trying to see what makes best sense. It's so hard to schedule these group cruises because you schedule the cruise and there's always someone who's cruising the week before or the week after. Sometimes it's not even the same ship, but they're like, if I would have known that you had a group cruise, I would have booked your group cruise. Well, we didn't know we had a group cruise until a certain time. So we will make that announcement in the next 30 days, probably, with the information for March. So, Frankie, there you go. We're excited about that. Let's see if we missed anything else. We've got a game, of course, to play. Been cruising Galveston now 20 years. And yes, how did you miss Bruchachos? Looks like your kind of place, Kevin. It was spectacular. Lido Tito, of course, was there. Fireball Steve, they enjoyed their food. We had a huge plate of nachos. Had great service, fairly priced drinks and food. It is literally a hole in the wall. It is a narrow restaurant. Bruchachos was amazing. Spring Break 2024, Amber's onto something. Amber's onto something right there. Yep. Spill the beans. We're close to making everything official, but it's going to be in March. We'll let you know very, very soon. Just booked the Glory for May the 21st, Rose says. That's going to be a great cruise on the Glory. We have booked so many cruises. Steven Skinner, I think, booked 6 or even 7 cruises on the Glory alone. She's going to be a blast. Rose, if you need help with that cruise, of course, let us know. We're going to start. I think I'm caught up here. We're going to start a game, of course. Darren, I had a question here. Can you transfer a cruise to y'all if it's already been paid in full? That's one of the 2 stipulations that it must meet. Carnival says 1, it has to be booked less than 90 days ago, and 2, it must be outside of final payment. But Darren, if you need help on anything, let us know. We can't access your booking, so I can't look for your price protection. I can't look for upgrades because it's like an access issue. When I enter your booking number, Carnival says, no way, you can't see that. You didn't book that. But if you need help with anything else, just let us know. We will help you out as much as we can. Yep. That's right. I forgot about that, Usnavi. The wave pool and the thalassotherapy that first night was crazy. It was. Let's play a game here. If you have something you want to say, if you have questions, of course, just keep everything going. We'll play this game. We'll answer and read comments in between. My husband and I watch your videos all the time. This Facebook user says we used to look forward to watch them together. Sadly, he passed away in June. Just wanted you to know that you have a fan in heaven. That means the absolute world to me. I appreciate that so much. I wish I could see your name. It just says Facebook user. I'll have to go back on Facebook later. I can see who it is. And I'll say this, June, it seems like it was a long time ago, but it wasn't. I know the days sometimes are long, but I hope the peace that passes all understanding is with you today and every day. We try to be good to each other. We try to serve each other, love each other, because all of us one day are going to be gone. There's going to be a time when I don't sit in front of this camera anymore. I've been called to another purpose. And so we're all going to be there, and you'll be reunited one day. And hopefully we'll see lots of familiar faces and tell stories once we get to that place. Let's play a game here again. If you have questions or comments, just keep them coming. We'll catch up with them as we get to the last quarter of the show here, last 15 minutes. Game called Before or After. I don't think we've ever played anything like this before, but we're going to play it now. Before or after, I'm going to tell you, I'm going to read a statement. I'm going to ask you a question, and you're going to share if you would do this thing or not do this thing before or after. We'll get to the first one right here. Would you eat a burger, not just a guy's burger, but would you eat a burger before 10:30 a.m.? There are burgers on the brunch, C-Day brunch menu. The Voyager burger is on there. Of course, Guys doesn't open before 10:30. But would you eat a burger before 10:30 a.m.? Would you eat it before, or does it have to be after? And if it's after, what time? Is it 11 o'clock? Probably 11:30. Let's see what everyone says. Before we do, Coach here. Coach, thank you so much for that super chat. Coach says this. Appreciate you, brother. Enjoy cruising with the whole crew. Too many to name. You know who you are, Coach. We appreciate that so much. It was so good to cruise with you and having the bar crawl and celebrating New Year's with Anita there and some of our closest friends. It was an absolute blast. And, Coach, you're doing great things. You're going to continue to do great things. If you haven't checked out Coach's vlogs, his YouTube channel, he captures some awesome Carnival content. He was on our cruise and the one after. So he's got a lot to capture, a lot to share. Coach, you're swimming in the fishbowl. Let's see what everyone says. I only asked this question, and really it's from last week. Mr. Lito Tito and Amanda, they go ahead and get the Voyager burger at C-Day brunch. I just can't eat one that early. Lito Tito, of course, like I said, he said I can eat one before. A lot of people saying I can eat one before. Oh, my gosh. Will G says after. Usnavi says after. But so many of you, we have another after. Kathy says after. I can't eat one before 10:30. I just get, well, here's another after. This is like 80-20. 80-20 say I can eat one before 10:30. I thought it was me in the majority. When I was telling Amanda and Lito Tito, I was like, I don't know how you guys order a burger before 10:30. But now I can see I'm in the minority. I wish I could have one for breakfast. That's what Jody says. Oh, my goodness. I've eaten pizza when it opened at 9. That's true. I have had some early morning pizza. I like pizza for breakfast. I like pizza anytime, though. Oh, my goodness. Met Guy Fieri. How about that, Rose? At a Christmas party, he's a nice guy. How about that? If they would deliver it with my morning coffee, I'd be all in. Nicholas, now you're talking, right? Don't even knock on the door. Just open the cabin door, come out to my balcony, and deliver it to me. I can't believe so many of you say before. We have some, it may be 90-10. 90-10, a burger before 10:30. That's why you play the game, right? Find out the answer. Find out who's going to win. 90-10, I can't believe that. Let's go on to the next one there. Burger before 10:30. Well, before or after, let us know here what you usually do on unpacking. Do you usually unpack before or after selling away? Before or after the sell away party? What do you usually do? I know it changes per cruise. Yep. That's true, Jennifer. Some of it depends on what you do for a living. Before or after, when it comes to unpacking, do you unpack before or after sell away? We're seeing a lot of afters here. Lynn before, Fireball Steve after, Rich before, Trina before, Stetson is after, Blessed Natty after, Ember after, Will G. We have several afters. Right now it's about 50-50. With Stacy before, Rosa before, it's about 50-50. Before, we're usually, wow, right when you get to your room. Look at that, right when you get to your room. Before, we're usually before. We are usually before if our bags are there. That's a big thing. Someone I saw, yes, if your bags are there, you're right about that. Sometimes they're not. If the bags are there, we're usually unpacking before. It just feels like home, right? It feels right once you unpack those bags. You get the bags underneath the bed. It feels right. There's Daryl Dean. Daryl, it's great to see you on here tonight before sail away. But so many pack after. Sometimes, actually, I know some people, they unpack right before bed. After they've had their whole day, they unpack right there. Yep. As soon as I get my luggage delivered, you make that place home, right? 10 minutes and fun begins. Yep. It's about 50-50, though. I like it. Jen asked about mom. Appreciate that question. Mom is doing okay. You know, she had her leg amputated this past year. It has severely hindered her mobility. She's not able to stand up. She's not able to pivot. She's a lift. Mentally, she's doing great. She's there. She's focused. She can recall everything. She does have early dementia. She was diagnosed years ago, but it has not progressed. We're thankful for that. But physically, she's not able to do much. It kills me so much. But I appreciate you asking about mom. Please continue to have her in your prayers. She needs them. She's my rock. Yep. Anthony, I appreciate that so much. I do. She's my mama. I didn't have a dad. Dad was not around, but mama always took care of things. Let's see. Let's do this right here. Bedtime. Your average bedtime on the ship, is it before or after midnight? Before or after midnight? I know it varies. Sometimes you stay up late the first day. Sometimes you go to bed early the last day. But when you are on the high seas, do you go to bed before or after midnight? Let's see. I know it depends. I know. Sometimes it's tough, right? It's tough to come up with the questions. Let's see what we've got. Scroll up here. After. Michelle says after. Jen, after. We have a lot of people staying up late, right? Peace and be wild. Do we have any befores? There's Rachel. Rachel, it's great to see you here tonight. Before. Not that there's anything wrong with going to bed before, right? There's nothing wrong with going to bed before midnight. When casino closes, Stephen, I know what you mean there. Coach and I were at the table. Coach, I'll never forget this. We're playing craps. The table's full, and it's probably 2. I say only 2. 2 is late. It is. But it's 2 o'clock, and they said, hey, that guy's the last shooter. And I've never seen them when the table is full, both ends. Good money being laid down at the table, too. They said, hey, this is the last shooter. I couldn't believe that. We'd never seen that before. Before, Amber says, yes, yep. We're usually after, but not much after. Amanda and I both. Amanda sometimes, actually, a lot of times is before. But I'm usually between 12 and 1. So I'm not too far after midnight. But it looks like probably 60-40 before, actually. I thought this one would be the other way. 20 hours driving to Celebration. It was 7:30. Wow. That drive was unreal. Yep. Lido Tito that's pretty close to me. Right before or right after, just depend what's going on the next morning. That's true that, sometimes you get to those ports of call very early and you have to go to bed early. But I agree. I'm right before, right after. Yep. I got you, Rachel. I got you. Hope that you're doing well. The early sunrises, the quiet early sunrises, that's a secret right there. Yep. After NCL turns the music off in the stateroom corridors. And pizza, got to have your pizza, right? Got to have some late night pizza. Kevin, it's great to see you here tonight. It is so many faces here. You go to the room after 2, Tim says. Let's do, we've got about a 5-minute warning here. Our last call for Super Chats. We'll give away something here in just a few minutes. The glow stick, this thing's been going forever. I just turned it off. I enjoyed these a lot. Those were fun. Let's do this one only because I think I'm in the minority on this one. I'm not sure if I am or not. If you drink coffee at dinner, do you have it or do you ask for it before dinner or after dinner? If you're not a coffee drinker, you probably think, Why are you asking this? Coffee at dinner. Would you rather have it before or after? I think I'm in the minority because I would rather have my coffee before dinner. I think the norm is to have coffee after dinner. Let's see what everyone says. Lito, I think we had late night pizza. I know we did once. I think we did twice. I know Amanda and I had it once, though. So let's see. Late night coffee. We don't need that. Coffee before dinner or after dinner. I think I'm in the minority because I like mine before. But everyone is saying after. Both, Stacy says. Dessert, it makes sense with dessert for sure, Chris. It does. And maybe after dessert, especially sometimes I like if you have a cold piece of pie, a cheesecake or something like that, or something with bread, coffee pairs well with it. But for some reason, I like my coffee before. None that late, Mona says, and I understand that, of course. Wow. Everyone's saying after, but just about me. There's Amber. Amber, thank you so much. Throw me in the bowl for a 50th birthday swim, Amber. We can do that. Thank you so much for that super chat. Amber, we got you. You're swimming in the fish bowl. Peace and be wild. I don't understand bars and casinos closing. Should be 24/7. Peace and be wild. I know what you mean. And slots are open. The table's closed, of course. Norwegian's got a 24-hour bar that's open 24 and serves food even 24 hours a day. Glow sticks, Kevin. So we got them for the bar crawl on Amazon. I think it was like $80 for 100 of them. I wish I could turn off my lights because they've got several settings. Turn it off. Bam. The other one's way over there. But gave them out for the bar crawl, and everyone went wild with them. Woo! From bar to bar. And of course, I needed a way to write it off of my taxes, right? And so we put a little sticker on here. You can see Island Time Travel. You can see the ugly mug of me there. But so people used them for the bar crawl on day 2, and then they used them for New Year's. It was neat because I was like, well, people really bring them back out for New Year's, and they did. They brought them back out. But maybe it was a hit. I'll say that. We'll probably bring those back out. Yeah. Lynn, thank you so much for that super chat. I'll get you down right here. We appreciate that so much. Did they have White Night on your cruise? They had 80s night. And the 80s Rock and Glow, I should say, because we saw these with the Rock and Glow too. But I don't think they had the White Night this time. I don't think so. And Jeff, I know what you mean, not eating that burger before 10:30. Yeah, Zoma, that was the other ships. I saw a video of the celebration, and we had some friends on Mardi Gras, and they had the sticks for free. We saw them on video, but they did not for us. Let me see if I can get these. If I'm logged on to Amazon real quick and can get the link. Let's see, orders. Scroll down. This is going to be sad. This is going to be sad because we've ordered a lot of stuff on Amazon the last 30 days. Christmas got us, right? Let's see. Go back. Got to go to the next page. Scroll. There they are. Right here. They have a 7-hour battery life. They worked really well. They really did. Here is the link right here. How about that? Bam. There it is. Yep. Yeah, and Lito Tito says, our friends on the Glory had party favors as well. Was a little disappointed in the breeze for that. I agree. And I talked to a member of the Fun Squad, actually, on Debarkation Day. And they had referenced, they recognized us and said, hey, the glow sticks were a great idea. We were supposed to have those, but they didn't come in. So, Lito Tito, I think whatever they ordered for the breeze just did not come in because the other videos that I saw across the fleet, they were there. Glow sticks and hats and stuff like that. Darren, get me in that fish bowl. You are very welcome for the content. We hope you enjoyed it. We cannot wait to share what's next with New Year's Eve in Paradise Beach. Yes, it's a good marketing idea. It really is. And it's got the button. It's got a battery and a button so you control when you turn it on and the different features, different colors, things like that. Yep. Coach says they came in. Did they give them out at a later date? Maybe they gave them out at a later date. They had them second cruise for 80s party. Look at there. They reused them, right? Second cruise for the 80s party. That's funny. They had the glow sticks on the final night for the ecstasy, Jody says. Yep. They're fun. They are. They really are. How do you find out the theme nights before your cruise? I want to be prepared. Follow your cruise director is the best way that I can share. If you follow your cruise director on Facebook, usually they will post monthly for sure. Hey, if you're cruising with us, here's the current parties, the mega deck parties, the atrium parties. So you have to look up the cruise director schedule. John Hill usually keeps that up to date. You can usually search the internet, and this is any cruise line, but Carnival in particular, cruise director schedule, and find the cruise director's name, find them on Facebook, and they will update you with what parties are going on. Yep. Before we leave tonight, I've got to thank all of you. We are celebrating 4 months of Island Time travel this weekend. 4 months, and just today we booked our 200th, and now we're well over 200th cruise. I have to thank all of you. I say this all the time, and I mean it. I don't know how else to say it. Island Time in May will be 2 years old. Island Time travel is 4 months old. All of this has exceeded anything I could have ever dreamed of. And I have made so many wonderful friends, people that I call family now, that I spend holidays with, that I talk to some of you every single day. And I thank you for being in our lives. I thank you for caring about cruising, about our adventures. Life is about relationships, and I'm thankful for the relationship that I have with every single one of you. Lito Tito says, I am the man. I'm not the man at all. I'm not the man. I am a man. Lynn, thank you. Zoma, 200 cruises in 4 months. There was no official award, but we were recognized as one of Carnival's and the industries through CLIA, one of the top growing cruise agencies in the whole country. Of course, we went from 0 to 200. Okay, so that's huge growth, right? Jody, thank you so much for that super chat. But it was nice to see some love from the industry and Island Time Travel, one of the fastest growing agencies in all of America. We'll see if it keeps up. You know, you treat, and this is what Mom always told me, you treat people the right way, they're going to be around. They'll stay around. We treat people right. We do. Yep. Facebook user, hello. Jeremy, thank you so much. So proud of y'all. Jeremy says, yes, you are the man. I'm just one of them. Just a man in a big, big world who tries to make a difference in the small world that I live in, my bubble, right? That's all we can do is make a difference in our bubble. And if all of us make a difference in our bubbles, we'll change the world. We will. Here we go. Let's draw for some Island Time merch. Steven Skinner, Above and Beyond. I appreciate that so much. Let's see who wins something. So whoever's name I draw, the link to the spread shop is in the description of this video. Go on there, pick out a shirt, a hat, whatever you want. Email me or message me on Facebook your address. Please don't put it here. And then I will buy it. Be sure you include the color and size, because sometimes those shirts come in multiple colors, and of course, sizes. Read the material. I will buy it for you, and I will ship it to you. If you want some Island Time swag, check out Spread Shop. You buy it, they mail it to you, and you have 30 days. If you like it, you keep it. If you don't like it, you send it back. Totally up to you. Let's see what we got here. Let's draw a name. Here we go. Trying to get just one. Here it is. Zoma. Zoma wins. Her first time to join the show, and she wins. Zoma, you're going to have some Island Time swag to wear. Click on the website. Let us know what you would like. Send me your address, email, Facebook. I'll buy you a shirt or whatever you want. Send it to you. You'll have it. There you go. How about that? No worries at all if you're late. That's okay. That is okay. Guys, if you're not subscribed yet, be sure you are subscribed. We're getting ready to release. It'll be probably Tuesday, New Year's Eve from our cruise that we just got off of. Of course, we'll keep you updated with cruise news throughout this week. If you're interested in booking a cruise or you want us to manage your current cruise, be sure you email us. Emails in the description of this video. Of course, it's been scrolling along that ticker all night. Travel@bookislandtime.com. I promise you we will take care of you. I hope everyone has a great week. So many of you teachers are headed back. New Year's resolutions, of course, are upon us, and I cannot leave. I can't leave the show unless I show this right here, which was supposed to be shown in the first 5 minutes. National championship. Who's going to win? TCU or Georgia? What an amazing story. TCU, and you may think Georgia wins. Does TCU cover the spread? They're being given, I think it's 12.5, 13.5 points. What do you think really quick? This is the plan for tomorrow. Watch the national championship. What are your projections? TCU or Georgia? We have a lot from Texas here. Coach Cruz's live show, of course, he'll have a review of both of his cruises on board the Breeze on his show Tuesday night. Make sure you join that as well. Blowout, Lito Tito says. Georgia, Coach Cruz. Jen says the Dogs. We have a lot of people from Texas, though. Those daggum Horned Frogs, they're ready to play. They say, we can win 1-2. If we can make it here, why can't we win? I don't know. It's going to be a great game. A lot of people just writing it off, but those Horned Frogs are ready. TCU, they're a story all of us should be happy for because it means anybody can make it to that national championship game. I hope everyone has a great week. You enjoy the game tomorrow. Cook something great. Eat it up. Enjoy it. TCU and Buckeyes would have been a better game. That would have been a really good game. Pulling for TCU, but thinking Georgia easily. That's kind of how I think too. But we'll see what happens. I think it's safe to say, unless you're a Georgia fan, right? If TCU wins, you would not be upset because, again, the Cinderella story, right, of a team that not supposed to be here this year, not supposed to be there in a year, and they're there. Georgia all the way, Jennifer says. Yep, Mona says Georgia as well. Guys, I hope you have an absolutely great week. If you need anything at all, reach out to us. We'll help any way we can. We'll keep you updated on Cruise News, and we can't wait to release more vlogs for you. Hope you have a great week. Make a difference in yourself and others. We'll see you throughout the week right here on Island Time.